The Nets come into an Eastern Conference contest in this game. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday Night Hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Kemba Walker?
Well, what I like about him, Kevin, is his ability to shake a defender loose off the dribble and find a high-quality shot for himself. He's a very slippery player.
And something else we can say about him is that he's got a lot of guts. I mean, a lot of courage. He'll be the first one to step into the lane and draw a charge, even if it might get him a little beat up.
Celtics make a quick stop here in front of their Boston fans just one game before heading back out. Look at this team, third from last in the East, just not the way they had hoped this season would play out.
You know, looking at Boston, you know, they've stumbled out of the gate and are still searching for a way to get it moving in the right direction.
Well, there's time. I mean, they can right the ship, but they can't wait too much longer. They've got to dig themselves out of this hole, and the only way to do it is by defending and playing harder than what they've been doing.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Jordan sets the pick for Harris. Irving kicks to Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harris has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Tatum, defended by Durant. From deep, Walker can't hit. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And their inside strength was so apparent in that win. They just blocked shots, controlled the lane, did a good job on the glass.
Very alert were they, Steve. Alert, aware, and reacted quickly to shot attempts in the post. Carving out some space and eating a little glass at the offensive end while he's doing it.
You got it with a ferocious follow.
Yeah, but just another day at the office for him. That's what he does.
And so it's Boston with it. After the basket by Brooklyn.
Well, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pit.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job. Run him into the screen.
And it was a great pick, too, Clark. I mean, he may have lowered his shoulder a little bit, but he got him pretty clean.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the evening. The Nets are gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
Thanks, Doris. So it's Boston now. After the missed three from Harris. The Celtics have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Irving, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Harris outside. Back to Irving. Harris, right side. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight. His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Irving passes to Harris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Harris has got 6.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Tatum. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
The defense played him close on that one, but he just would not be denied. Aggressive move for the score.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. And that one misses. Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to the Knicks in New York.
And I think the sort of issues they had on defense, in part at least, was a bigger factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was on the road. You have to be sharper when you go out and play as a visitor.
Yeah, everything has to be tight. You can't be loose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. you've got to be tougher mentally and physically if you're going to win on the road.
Now, here is Irving. Right now averaging 15 points a game. That's good from Harris on the assist by Harden. Harris has got 9.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
And here's Walker. Following the 3 from Harris. Tatum. Right through the D for the layup. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Now, here is Harden. Defense right on him. Pass to Harris. Stolen by Thompson. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. There's the bucket. Good. 14 points for him.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
Harden outside. Pass to Durant. Into Jordan. Oh, trying for it. Harden with it. Out guarded by Smart. Harris misses.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Thompson, a screen on Durant. Tatum.
Incredible.
And he throws it down hard with one hand. It's not possible, but we just caught. Is that possible?
Not improbable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible. Not probable. It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
Nets trailed by 3. Irving attacking. Harden for 3. Out to Harris. Dishes to Harden. Outside Durant. Goes back up. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Well, he really makes things happen offensively for this club. And as a defender, when you go against him, you have to get help defensively. So it's important for your defense to really communicate with him out on the floor.
And Steve, even more than that, this is what I think of when I think of him. Late in the fourth quarter, time winding down. They've got one shot to win the game. He's your man. He's the guy I'm looking for to make it happen.
Walker dishes to Thompson. Tatum. Rebound, Brooklyn. Clark, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
Yeah, they rolled through this season series against this club last year, unbeaten on their way to the playoffs.
Now here is Harris. He's got 9. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
And stretching back to the break, here's how the Celtics have performed. 2nd in fewest turnovers per game. 5th in steals. And as far as team scoring goes, they've struggled a bit. Top 20 in the league. There's room to get better there.
And Clark, you know, when you commit so few turnovers, it's key because you become a much better offensive team. You're constantly getting looks at the basket, and your defense isn't vulnerable either because you're able to get back in transition so much easier.
Here is Harden following the bucket by the Celtics. Irving. Pass to Harris. Back to Irving. Tries to keep it alive. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And now let's see who the NBA's hottest shooters have been in the second half of the season. DeAndre Jordan, 3rd.
His touch around the basket has been outstanding. I mean, he just seems to knock down everything he sees.
Here's Harris. Here's Smith, averaging 6 points per contest. Tatum guarded by Harden. A fader. The shot is off. The Nets have gone 7 of 13, just over.
What a throw down there, man.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston.
And I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Now here is Smith. Smart. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Everybody on the floor is just incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Just both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
1:44 left to play in the first quarter. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Gives him the lead pass. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 20.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
And a slam by Blake Griffin. The Celtics with the lead. Outside, Walker. Tatum. And Durant sends it back. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. All right, now let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. We'll take a look at the Nets. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, Boston, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
Well, looking at Boston, you know, they've had a very tough time getting anything going so far. I mean, this was not the kind of start they imagined for themselves.
No, I'm sure it wasn't. I mean, they had high hopes coming into this season, and yet everything seems to have gone wrong for them.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. It's off his foot. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Outside, Green. Sinks the triple. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
And here's Walker. Following Jeff Green's three. He feeds it to Smith. Tatum. Shot denied. But they'll get another chance. Boston again missing. Now, here is Harden. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Detroit. Griffin. That three off the mark. Kicks it to Harden. Second shot opportunity. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Nets lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short.
This Saturday, March 13th, Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers go up against the Toronto Raptors, live from Air Canada Centre in Vancouver.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, Clark and Steve, what do you guys think about what they have or haven't been doing?
Boy, a ton of threes in that first quarter. This team really lighting it up, guys.
Yeah, it's been an onslaught from downtown.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Griffin. Johnson is out there with Green, and it's Landry in at the shooting guard. Parker, a screen on Johnson. Back to Parker. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact missed.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Jeff Green on the wing. Off target from outside. Boston trail. There's the pass to Langford. He dishes it to Parker. Backs him down. Shoots a fader. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And the fadeaway was about his only option there. Really good defensive position.
Here's Landry. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Here's Fournier, and it's good. Fournier's got his first points of the night. Brooklyn's got fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Johnson off the bench from Griffin. Here's Landry. They get it back. Griffin kicks to Landry, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Brooklyn. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Yeah, there's no question for Milwaukee. I mean, that's a game they would really like to have.
Shot off the pick. Here's Williams, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Clark, that is the effort they're going to need for the rest of this game.
And not just on the offensive glass, Kevin, but all over the floor.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
The Nets making a switch here. And Brooklyn has possession. On the wing, Johnson launches a three. That's good. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And Fournier kicks to Parker. Feeds it to Fournier. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And what I like about him, he needs very little time to get his shot off. If he has just a bit of room, that's all it takes. In a catch-and-shoot situation, he's going to let it fly.
You know, something else I think about when I see this guy is he's a real headache to have to defend one-on-one. I mean, he's got all of the game that makes it tough for his defender.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Round with it. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. There's the feed to Johnson. There's the triple. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 6 points for Johnson.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. It gave him a wide open look there.
Celtics trail by 5. Langford, the pass to Fournier, and taken away by Brown for the finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Here's Fournier. He's covered by Brown. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got his second basket of the night. Brown dishes to Johnson. Back to Brown. Johnson outside. Puts up a 3. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 7.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
Yeah, and Clark, you know, rebounding's a team effort. Everybody's boxing out. Everyone is accountable for doing a nice job collectively. Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
Here's Claxton, and Parker with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Plays it up and picks it in. And now just a 3-point Nets lead.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse. Great-looking bounce pass to set up
in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back out of the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical. It's been fast. It's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense, leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Here's Brown. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first.
And now, here are the teams that have heated up offensively in the season's second half. In third, the Nets.
They seem to have gotten much more comfortable with each other because their production in this span has really been impressive.
And he's good on the second. Austin with the ball. They trail by 9 points. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
I know I'll be looking out for the final score in that Timberwolves game. That should be a close game.
Gets it to go. Brown's got 5 points so far.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter. And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Hits the front of the rim and out.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
Tatum, defended by Griffin. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Boy, he just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
There's a check in for Brown. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, you know, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
Now Griffin inside. Williams with the block, and he recovers it. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And there it is again. That's where their points have been coming today, from the low post.
And even under pressure in tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
Brooklyn shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Celtics trail by 11. And Fournier kicks to Parker. The dish now to Fournier. Tatum makes it off the glass. 25 points in the game.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
He kicks it to Griffin. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
You look at some of the numbers for DeAndre Jordan. Night in and night out since the All-Star break. 3rd in field goal percentage, 6th in rebounding. And he's in the top 10 in the league in blocked shots per game, so he's a real force in the paint defensively.
And Steve, you mentioned his sky-high field goal percentage ranking. I mean, he's got both the technique and the patience and discipline that all really great shooters have to be efficient and productive.
It's Williams with the drive. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Williams has got his first bucket of the night. Harden outside. He passes to Irving. That one wide left. Celtics trail by 9. Tatum defended by Durant. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Boston Celtics. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing how that New Orleans game turns out for sure.
5 to shoot. No good from Fournier. Nets leading by 9. Harden with it. Outguarded by Fournier. Harden can't hit.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Tatum. Barnett. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Oh, tried to dunk it all, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line. The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
Well, they're doing okay as the season goes on. They're shooting about 76% as a team.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
The Celtics making a switch here. And he sinks the second. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half.
Defensive foul. Grant Williams. That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter.
Boston ball.
Tatum, guarded by Harris. Stolen by Harden. He gets it up. No good. And so that's the end of the first half. It's Lynette. They're up by 8. Make sure you stay tuned for the Sprint Halftime Show with Dave.
Now, presented by Sprint.
From the 2K Sports Studios, welcome. The season is in its final stages. Let's look back at today's action so far. The Nets doing well so far. Offensively, they've been in a zone. A lot of great team play, providing looks from all over the floor. A solid performance by DeAndre Jordan. He's got 7 points, and look at the work he's been putting on the floor. In terms of field goal percentage, he is taking quality shot after quality shot. And the Celtics still keeping at it. They've done a great job executing their offense. They've been avoiding sloppy mistakes. Now let's check out the other games still in progress. For the Cavaliers, a closely contested game against Los Angeles. Both teams right in it in the fourth quarter. And the other game still underway. Out at American Airlines Center, the Mavericks with the lead against the Warriors. Up by double digits in the third. And that's it for us here in the studio. Time to send it on back out to Kevin Harlan and the gang. Start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we return, a view of the beautiful skyline of downtown Boston.
I need the Heimlich. Go down to this higher. I get those goosebumps every.
Brooklyn leading by 8. Smart is out there with Kemba Walker. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Smith. That's the Boston 5.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
And stolen by Harris. And Durant, here we go. Then he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
For Boston, they have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game. And so Walker nails both of them.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Brooklyn's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Durant, Harden, from the arc, gets it to go. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in it.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Nets leading by 9. Fires for 3. Can't get it to go. Austin with the ball. Tatum guarded by Harris. And here's Walker outside. Rebound, Brooklyn. Harden's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Irving passes to Jordan. Back to Irving. Another shot. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Tatum. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. 28 points for him.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
And here is Durant. He's got 5. Here's Harris. That one a little long.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Pass to Smart, and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. What an asset to a team when you've got big men who can knock down free throws. Look here at the top centers and power forwards in terms of free throw percentage this season. Kevin Durant is second.
That's a very confident group of players at the foul line. You know, we've seen a lot of guys at that size struggle from the free throw line, but these are good shooters here.
Oh, I want to check you on that now. Not all big guys struggle at the stripe, Steve. I know you're a little fella, but there are some excellent free throw shooting big men around. None more so than the group here.
And stolen by Harris. Shoots the 3. Here's Jordan, and that one is hammered home.
Well, most of all, I just love the work he puts in on the offensive glass. So many of his points come on putbacks just because of sheer hustle.
And something else you can't forget about is his shot blocking, Steve. He's an intimidator down low. And stretching back to the break, here's how the Nets have performed. First in three-point field goal percentage. Second in scoring. And they're the number 2 field goal percentage team in the league. This is a team that has really grown in that area, taking good shots and knocking them down.
And you look at those numbers, and what obviously stands out is first in the league in three-point shooting. That's amazing. They've just done a nice job of spacing the floor, getting good looks for their shooters out there, and really passing the ball unselfishly.
The Celtics have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Kevin, they can't seem to guard him without fouling, so he's making his presence felt at the line.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside Durant. Jordan sets the pick for Durant. Irving for 3. Rebound by Smith. Celtics trail by 8. To the paint. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving him a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
Harden inside the three-point line. No luck. And it's Boston the other way.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Thompson outside. Tatum. Kept alive. Tries again. And he lays it up and in.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Harden kicks to Irving. Into Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Tatum. True on the 14-footer. He has 31.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Harden. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Brooklyn?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And I love their hustle because they're getting a lot of second chance opportunities just as a result of playing hard.
Jeff Green is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Tatum, guarded by Harris. Back to Smith. From the baseline. And it's Boston with another. Smith! Brooklyn leading by 4. Outside Irving. Durant kicks to Green. Outside Irving. Cranes the three-pointer. Irving's got 5.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
And it's Walker penetrating.
Nets foul call. Jeff Green.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Well, you got to admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season, shooting better than 90% from the stripe.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
Brooklyn's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Irving drives in, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Smith outside. No good. Some solid defense from Harris.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
Smart dishes to Thompson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got 6 points. Nets leading by 5. Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Durant kicks to Irving.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Tatum, guarded by Green. Tatum. Great D that time from Green.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Tatum, defended by Durant. A finger roll finish at the bucket. 33 points for him. Timeout called the Nets. And here are the teams that have been on fire from the three-point line ever since the All-Star break. Number 1, the Nets.
This team seems to have gotten better shooting the ball as the season has gone on. I just think they're in a great offensive groove right now.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Celtics trail by 5. Pass to Walker. Tatum guarded by Jordan. And that one's good.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
The Nets shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Dishes it to Green. Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
You know, with the time left, they can trade 2 for 1 here.
If they hurry.
Tatum. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now here's Smart, guarded by Harden. Walker's shot is off. Nets leading by 3. Irving passes to Harris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Smith with a screen on Durant. Tatum. And Durant sends it back. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Nets lead by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start.
Friday, March 13th, the Los Angeles Lakers go up against the New York Knicks. Live from New York City. Don't miss it.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Here's Walker. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Harden. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Griffin. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Durant in at the small forward. Here's Smart, and he banks in the lane. Smart's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Boston. Burnett's with the lead. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
They got right to the rim, but got hammered once he got there by the defense.
That was a nice job taking it strong and forcing his way to the line. Well done.
The first one falls. Harris is checked in for the Nets. Durant hits them both.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Nets leading by 5. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Durant's running. And that one's good, Irving.
Well, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
Passes to Smart. Parker outside. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Austin making some changes. Tristan Thompson comes in for Williams. And Fournier subbed in for Smart.
And that kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
The second person, second team.
Smith is checked in.
Evan Fournier.
That one misses for Fournier. Harden against Parker. Back to Griffin. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound Boston.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
That's good.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Irving for 3. No luck. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Parker with it. Picked up by Harris. Parker drives in. Gets it to go.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Walker gets a screen from Parker to tie it up. And that one's good. 9 points for Kemba Walker.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Harris dishes to Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
It's Parker with the drive. Out to Smith. Guarded by Harden. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Smith. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. Irving kicks to Griffin. The kick out to Irving. Nailed from 3-point land. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
There's been a change in this game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
And the Celtics making a change here. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, the head coach for the Celtics, had some instruction for his guys during that break. He told his guys, I know we can do this, fellas. Let's maximize every possession and get after it. And just watch. Things will go our way. Kevin?
Here is Harden. Griffin sets the screen for Harden. And Parker with the block. Celtics have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the 4th. A tremendous offensive outburst. Tatum. And that misses. That would have put him up. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
You're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Thompson. 8 rebounds and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
He's anticipated the ball movement down low. He's finding angles, and that's why he's able to go up there and really control that glass area with his shot blocks. Well, he could have done a little better on that trip to the foul line, but he was able to tie this game up.
Here's Griffin. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's now 7 points for Blake Griffin.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Parker. Easy layup after coming off the pick.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
At the line of nets, Kyrie Irving.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good for Irving. Celtics trail by 3. Walker the pass to Parker. Back to Walker. Celtics passing it around. And Fournier kicks to Thompson. Brooklyn with the rebound. Harden's got 6 rebounds in the game. He feeds it to Irving. Outside Griffin. Left side Griffin. Kicks to Harden. Back to Griffin. Leads him in there. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. 4 on the shot clock. From deep, Harden gets it to go. And the Nets lead by 6.
I like the way that he has really stayed aggressive from that three-point line after not making a single one before the halftime.
The shot's good from Fournier.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. I mean, this is the time to attack on the interior and generate those easy opportunities.
Harden can't hit. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Tatum. A three-pointer off the mark. Nets leading by 4. Harden outside. Harris outside. And there's the pass to Jordan. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 15 points for Jordan.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. And look at the points. I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Irving kicks to Harden. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half. And Parker backs down. Tatum. And the 3 off target. Durant attacking. Harris defended by Fournier. Outside Irving. Harden left side. With the floater. And the layup is up and in. And now an 8-point Nets lead.
Man, he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
Fournier dishes to Parker.
Wow, he sure can make up for that lack of size and height because of his leaping ability.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're ahead by 6. 1:32 left in the game. .132 left to play in the final quarter. It's Durant with the drive, and easy 2 points on the layup. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
Harden the pass to Harris. Here's Fournier. And the dunk to finish it off. That's beauty.
Boy, that was a massive sequence of events there. Absolutely clutch defense to trigger the break.
And we've seen games decided on plays, Clark, just like that.
Effort and hustle plays often are big plays for a team.
Yeah, what a time to blow up a play and then turn it into a slam at the other end.
Here's Durant, and Parker with the block. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Walker. He dishes it to Fournier. Feeds it to Parker. He nails it. We're tied up.
That is a blood shot if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Durant with a screen on Walker. Irving gets to Durant. Back to Irving. In big time, also a missed shot. Boston's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Parker, a screen on Harris. Tatum. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is off wide. Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. So 4 quarters, not enough. And we're getting set for the jump ball to start overtime. And so off the tip, it's Boston. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All few have been ready to go to overtime basketball here. Brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Brooklyn now, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Now, here is Harden. Outside for Durant. Now the feed to Irving. Again, Irving missing. Boston leading by 3. Lets it go from the wing. And again, it's Boston converting.
That jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Yeah, they've been pulling up and watching them go down.
Back to Jordan. Outside Irving. Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 19 points for James Harden.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
And it's Thompson with the jam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game. A potential momentum builder.
Now Harden. Thompson with the block.
He just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Tatum. And it's Boston with another.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Irving dishes to Durant. A baseline J. Offensive rebound. Jacks up a 3. No good. Boston leading by 6. Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove. And their lead takes another little bump up.
Boy, I tell you, they got to be feeling better and better about this game.
Irving gets to Durant. On deep. Here's Jordan. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on an 11-3 run. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Harris kicks to Harden. Outside Irving. Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's 13 points for Kevin Durant. It's overtime basketball, folks, if you're just tuning in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Harris on the double team. The dish to Thompson. He's against Jordan. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
And the Celtics making a change here. Smart's checked in. Jordan the pass to Irving. Irving gets a screen from Jordan. Harden defended by Smart. Harden dishes to Durant. Outside Irving. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Thompson, a screen on Durant. Tatum. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Overtime basketball, a little under 3.5 minutes into it. Irving kicks to Jordan. Harris. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Tatum, defended by Durant. The offensive rebound. Tatum. The putback. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Here comes Kyrie Irving for the 3. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. An impressive victory in overtime after an exciting end in regulation.
You know what? In a long game, fatigue can sometimes affect